remember roughly 10 years when we are going to start the Fulbright program at Economic University, the American Friends College. They are thinking on the U.S. university, excellent university in Vietnam already at that time.
We're very excited that this fall, the new Fulbright University Vietnam will open in Ho Chi Minh City, this nation's first independent nonprofit university, where there will be full academic freedom and scholarships for those in need.
When Fulbright University Vietnam was still a project, we knew in our heart that we wanted to build a world-class university deeply rooted in Vietnamese context. Yet we also knew that accessibility to education was fundamental. And over the past few years, we have been on an incredible journey to turn our vision into a reality, to create a co-learning community regardless of economic backgrounds, to inspire our students to better understand the world and help make it better, and above all, to reimagine higher education in Vietnam for Vietnamese students.
So, if someone could ever ask me what is the best place I have ever been to, I would definitely say it is Fulbright, because this is the place that I first get exposed to the liberal arts, sciences, and engineering. Here, I have to study a much larger range of subjects and master various transferable skills. I could be the best version of myself when I am studying at Fulbright.
When I came to Fulbright, I felt like I came to a place that presents the dynamic and diversity. The campus is filled with not only my undergraduate peers, who came from different backgrounds, but also the graduate students from Fulbright School of Public Policy and Management.
And we get along very well. Besides the immediate connection on campus, we also have a strong connection with more than 1,400 alumni from all over Vietnam. Together, we form the Fulbright community, an invaluable asset for the university.
Fulbright students are under pressure all the time, and we are eager to initiate new projects or new activity. Of course, with the help from our community. And yet, the pressure never breaks it, it makes us stronger. And I'm confident that I am very prepared to receive all the challenges that future brings to us.
Actually, I have both my bachelor and master degree in America. But when I return to Vietnam, I'm still not confident at work due to lacking of the experience or understanding the Vietnamese society and context. For that reason, I decided to go back to school and study the MBB as FSBBM.
I like how my teachers always try to incorporate Vietnamese culture and history to their class so that we can understand global theories into Vietnamese context. Such a well-rounded program helps us not only to become a competitive edge in the global workforce, but also the global citizens, while staying true to our roots.
One thing that I appreciate most when joining Fulbright is how the university opened my eyes to not only new knowledge, but also a better understanding of the world around me. It inspired me to figure out how I can contribute to making my community, my society better in my own way, with my own action, no matter how small they are.
Throughout our development, the Fulbright School of Public Policy and Management is highly recognized among the Vietnamese society and the public policy community around the world for Vietnamizing global knowledge to adapt to the rapid changes Vietnam has been undertaking. We became the pioneers not only in training new generations of leaders, but also in fostering open policy dialogue across Vietnam through our research. I believe that Fulbright University Vietnam will carry this mission forward and produce the next generation of change makers in Vietnam to adapt to rapid changes that Vietnam has been undertaking.
I'm very excited about the prospects of the Fulbright University Vietnam. This is our first great operation which the government has supported and endorsed, and it has the potential to make an enormous difference.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Hati Huang. I'm the director of the Waisili Academy at Fulbright University, Vietnam. And I'm super excited to welcome you to today's info webinar, where we will give you an overview of what we do at the Waisili Academy and give you more details on our upcoming seminar on entrepreneurship on the topic of Born Globals, scaling startups beyond national boundaries. So for those of you that don't know, the Waisili Academy is a collaboration between the US Department of State's Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative, University in Vietnam. And our mission, most broadly speaking, is to build leadership capacities to educate the next generation of leaders in Southeast Asia. And we fulfill our mission by organizing flagship seminars in the broad areas of public policy, tech and innovation, and entrepreneurship. And since our in our inception, about like a little over a year ago, we have inspired and educated over 150 Waisili fellows across Southeast Asia. And since our seminars feature world-renowned speakers from leading universities, from big corporations, from innovative startups, and also international organizations, we place a lot of emphasis on connecting our fellows to these key opinion leaders, to these experts, and really provide a platform for you to work directly with these experts and invent or conceptualize potential solutions for some of the most pressing problems of the region, but also globally. So I hope that through this webinar, you will get kind of like a grasp of the immense value that you would gain by applying to our up and coming entrepreneurship seminar. And with that, I'd like to pass on the stage to our lead faculty for entrepreneurship, William Smith, who's really the architect of the upcoming entrepreneurship seminar, and who will share with you his vision of the seminar, as well as some of its contents. And then there will be some time for you to ask questions. So let's welcome William, and yeah, take it away, William. Thank you.
Thank you, T. Hello, everyone. Great to see you here, and I'm very excited that you've shown interest in one of the flagship seminars that we at Waisili Academy design and execute for young professionals like yourself. I would like to also say that we have the whole academy team in the room here. It's not only T and me. We also have our program manager Ewan, fellow lead faculty on technology and innovation, Vlad, and Han and Dung, who are also here. So as we're all of the team, we welcome you to this webinar. So we're going to talk about Born Globals, and Born Globals, I think, is an interesting phenomenon that when we learn about this, we could actually add and innovate the ecosystem that has been growing here in Southeast Asia. So to give you a flavor of what we intend to do with the seminar and to raise your interest, because we want you to apply to this seminar. We want to talk with you about why this is important, kind of what are these Born Globals, and what makes them so unique. What are kind of the unique capabilities that they have that we wish to understand and train or practice in our series. So this is the agenda. First, start with the relevance, then what are these, then the capabilities, and then I'll explain further about the Born Global curriculum. Then we end with what are the next steps, and but before getting into Q&A that you may have direct questions, we have a quiz for you with a surprise gift to win for the one that answers the questions in the fastest way. And with Born Globals, it's all about speed. So we also have that in our quiz. All right. So why Born Globals? We are blessed with, in Southeast Asia, with a really rapidly growing ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship. And so recent studies have shown that we have 12,000 startups in the economies around us and in our own economy. Massive startup funding goes into this, over $7.5 billion US, and over 2,000 of these startups have been funded by not only local investors, also international investors come to the region and are active venture capitalists that take a stake, that take an interest in growing the innovations that young people like you have. And to some success, there are great innovations and great unicorns coming from the different types of different countries. So what is, and that's maybe a question to you, not to make this too much of a monologue, I'd like to ask you, what is kind of that big potential that there is in the Southeast Asian market? I think people can answer. Can they answer? Yeah, Jimmy? In Southeast Asia. Jimmy?
Jimmy, in case you cannot open your microphone, please feel free to type in the chat box.
Yes. Then we take Jimmy's answer as a benchmark, and then we say right, higher, or lower, okay? Jimmy raised a hand. Oh, is it a connection? Oh, I can see it here. Oh, the chat box is disabled. What I see.
Oh, I see. So could you please type your answer in the Q&A box? Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yes.
Thank you, Jörn.
Let's do it. Okay, so we are waiting for your answer.
Okay, there are other people. Also, Matthias, you can join giving an answer to the question. How big is the Southeast Asian markets? How many consumers are there?
Oh, we have so many answers coming in.
Okay, where do you see them? I'm new to this. Oh yeah, I see them now. Wow, there we go. Yep. So yeah, it's from 300 to 650. That's really good, and that is correct. It's about 650 million consumers. And if you compare it to other well-known regional markets, this is very sizable. So of course, the big markets of single countries like India and China aside, this is a regional market that is greater than the EU and NAFTA. And so we think that that there's great opportunity, and I think with building the capabilities of internationalization among startups, more and more of this opportunity can be leveraged. So, why do we think it is a challenge to internationalize in Southeast Asia? Well, the cost of doing business has dramatically gone down. is hardly any tariffs anymore between the countries. Also trade so between the countries in the region have increased. Also the investment in each other. So we see really a growing regionalization in Southeast Asia. So what do you think is where it is easiest to easiest in which regional market is it easiest to internationalize your startup? Yes. Oh, here I see A in Southeast Asia. We have a great group of optimists. Fantastic. So that's really great. So there is the unique thing about Southeast Asia that there's a lot of differences in between the countries and within the countries. And that for internationalization, when you have an idea thought of in your own market, it may not well work in others because people have other values, other ideas, other references in their other markets. So it could well be that that internationalization in a region that is very different is more difficult, and that I think is really true in Southeast Asia. Given an example, normally a country would internationalize to markets that are close by because transportation costs, also communication, the same time zone. It makes it easier to do business. So, for instance, a hypothetical brand or startup that is in Canada and wants to expand their business, they obviously would go then to the US as a next target market. Then the question is, would they then go further? Would they then go in NAFTA, go to Mexico, or maybe to other Latin American countries? Well, that is often unlikely because normally firms internationalize along the countries that are similar to their home country. So a Canadian startup would kind of get more information about England, but also about Australia because it's English news. It's more similar values that makes actually people learn more about these markets. And so Canadians learn more about British and Australian markets than they would do from Latin American countries. And I think you can draw that comparison to Southeast Asia, where there are a lot of external factors that may make more difficult to basically transplant your ideas from your home country to your other countries, the host countries, neighboring countries, because there are a lot of different languages in Southeast Asia. There are a lot of different cultures, and also the economic development varies a lot in the region. So we have the hypothesis that actually it would be quite challenging for startups to spread their idea to other markets. And Harold, I see you make a good point. Indeed, it's not only the external factors that create the success of internationalization or influence that, but it is also the internal factors and team startup, the team composition. Indeed, I think are what we can learn from successful Born Globals are major success factors that can help you be successful in other markets. So to compare the three different regional markets from ASEAN or and EU and NAFTA, there is kind of an overall score that you can give on all these five factors. So if you look at language, religion, industrial development, education, and political systems, then NAFTA is pretty similar on language. Most of them speak English, so the differences are very little. That's why there's a negative. In Europe, there's a lot of different languages, not only Roman languages, but also Germanic languages and Slavic languages. So there is a lot of different differences in those. Religion, there is a big dominance of Christianity in Europe, and so you could argue that the differences among European countries is way less than, for instance, in ASEAN. And so if you look at all the factors, then in ASEAN, there are a lot of differences between the countries. And that kind of compounds it and makes it a challenge for startups to be successful just everywhere. So this is kind of measures on the past. You could say, well, moving forward, we are exposed to all international media, we're digitalizing. So you could actually think, okay, is there an opportunity? Are these markets in Southeast Asia actually more getting together? And that is what we're in this seminar series also want to learn about, kind of how do these markets move and how can we actually take advantage of the digital opportunity? It is that, that of course, there's wide adoption of consumers in different countries in Southeast Asia. There's use of social media and e-commerce is booming in these markets, and it's across markets. So you would say there's more similarities growing in the ecosystem. And so with a big group of those 650 million consumers, a large part is digitized consumers. And maybe across markets, they are more similar. So there is this kind of homogenization of the market is growing. So to give you just a flavor for what we're talking about in the seminar, we'll kind of discuss kind of what are the opportunities when these scenarios unfold in ASEAN, whether it becomes more homogeneous or actually it can be more fragmentized within the different countries. And those, I think, for startups give great opportunities. So what is actually that dilemma? When you start a company, you wanna grow it, you wanna scale it. And so there are kind of two ways of scaling this. That is, you're gonna test it in your home market. You're kind of also discussing with T today about how can we visualize that scaling. Is actually kind of throwing a net out. So you can fish in the pond, you can take a small net, or you can cast out a big net. And so Born Globals kind of learn to cast out a big net among different markets to make sure that they understand what are the different preferences and what actually works well and what doesn't work well. Maybe testing an idea only in your home market may prove it that it's not valid in Indonesia, but it may have worked in Vietnam, right? So we kind of want to build that capability of thinking like Born Globals from the start. And there are great examples of Born Globals. And so the definition of a Born Global is that the startup within 3 years at least gets 25% from its revenues from elsewhere, and basically is able to gain competitive advantage outside of its own home market. So to give an illustration of a brand that we know in Southeast Asia, Lazada, very at the start, a big success, of course, now under pressure with Shopee. But in the start, the first years, it really started as a Born Global. It was a company called Rocket Internet that set up the Lazada group within in Singapore, but actually started with all different teams in the different markets within the first year. And what they did was they managed themselves as so-called Scrum teams, and meaning that you would actually solve problems within your team in short time periods of, so let's say 3 hours. you say you start at 8 o'clock, and then you define the agenda for the coming 3 hours, and the milestones for talking again at 11 to see where are the complexities, and then moving on to the 2 o'clock or the 3 o'clock time break. And every day they would have basically 3 days. And so within 3 years, they got 1 million revenues. And so that Scrum methodology, that really of basically packing 3 days into one, really helped them rapidly iterate and learn. And so to start from the beginning, that is important to keep that pace. And so we also use that methodology in our seminar series. So we'll also learn and practice about Born Global skills in the Scrum way by using short sprints to learn and apply. So we have defined what they are. Why is it important? How are we going to do this? And this ties in with the 4 capabilities that Born Globals are known for. That is having that global vision and having a diverse team. So Harold, to what you said, and building that global outlook from the start, and learning how to deal with different perspectives. We'll also learn how to do rapid business model design and going through different strategic decisions. Startups are mainly very technology driven, so we'll be working in maker spaces, and then we learn on how to enter different markets simultaneously, and so building relationships with important stakeholders from the start. So these 4 capabilities will be practiced throughout the 2 weeks. We start with a week online where we form the teams. You get an introduction to the topic. We have a pre-seminar assignment basically to find your team members on a shared idea, on a big idea that you'd like to prototype your Born Global on. And when you come to Ho Chi Minh, we have a week of 8 sprints that we facilitate with core faculty and mentors. And we'll bring you in touch with live cases of successful entrepreneurs that know how to grow ventures across boundaries. So we'll have kind of a stage where to come to Ho Chi Minh City, we set you up for success. Of how that week looks like, detailed schedule, but it basically comes down to that every day we do 2 sprints. And so we start on, and we want on Sunday everybody to be in town, and then we move to business model design, and then we learn about how to infuse this with new technologies, digital and non-digital technologies. We'll learn on how to cope with that. You panel of VCs and expert entrepreneurs, and to pitch your idea for a Born Global. So we have gathered experts in the field on this to facilitate the process. We have Dina Mansour, who is an expert in global leadership. Nair, who is an evangelist in the maker movement. He knows how to design business models.
Excuse me.
Erko, Altio, and Marine.
Hello.
Mograbian, they are experts in born globals. They come all the way from the UK, and Marcus Tausig, who's at Rutwig, he is an expert in strategy of emerging economies, and particularly knows on how to work on that network and that strategy for born globals. So,
William, can I just a little bit?
Flavor that we're going to give those capabilities of, and yeah.
William, I think we just had a little bit problem, just like for 3 minutes. So could you please go back to the slide, like for 2 previous slides, and repeat what you just showed us before? Because before there was some internet problem. So yes, let's go back to that part again. I can help you to share the screen.
Yes, I was on mute. Hi there. Sorry, we had a connection problem.
Yes, so I think we can start again, all over again from this slide. So could you please go over?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, good. So the program structure for the second week, or the week in Ho Chi Minh City, is based on learning about and practicing these born global skills. And we on Monday we start with global leadership, and facilitated by one of our faculty members. Yeah, and I think you can do next slide then, Ewan. Yep. And then the second day we do model design, business model design, and then we infuse that with technology, and then we learn about how to create engagement in the markets that you think are interesting, and how to manage those at the same time. So we have set up a great teaching team for you guys. Dina, who is an expert in global leadership. Raj is an expert in business model design and maker movement. Marine and Erko are really great experts on future-oriented born globals, and Marcus is an expert in emerging economies policy and strategy, and he knows a lot about how to manage the different stakeholders when entering markets. Next slide. All right. So then we to be part of this, we have a couple of requirements. You got to be from Southeast Asia, so I wouldn't be able to actually participate, but you are. Show us in your application that you're passionate about solving societal issues that are relevant in Southeast Asia, that you have some exciting entrepreneurial ideas to actually create that positive change, and you give examples of your leadership in the past. And you have to be between 25 and 40. There is great value, I think, in doing this, not only because there are really great scholars that come and teach you about these born global capabilities, but also I think we have a really good deal that's fully funded package to participate when you come to Ho Chi Minh City. It is sponsored by the US State Department, and we'll introduce you with the seminar to a strong network of leaders around the world. And I think it's just fun to be with us as well. Then for next steps, we when everything is clear, you don't need to come to the next seminar. This is for people that have additional questions or people that have missed this seminar. We're basically repeat a lot of the information provided today. We'll have Kamaru, CEO from Aerodyne, join us for a 20-minute presentation and Q&A. He set up Born Global in Malaysia, that is now a world leader in drone services. More importantly, I think it is to be in time for completing your applications, and do that before the 29th, and then you'll hear from us back in mid-August when we make the announcement of who was fortunate to be selected. Yeah. Then the days are, the first week is in September, the 20th and 22nd, and then we start in Ho Chi Minh City the 24th. Fly in on the Saturday. On the Sunday, you get familiar in Ho Chi Minh City, and then on the Monday we start the seminars. All right. Then we have a question. Yes, you have to connect to sound. So no worries.
Okay, and for the next part, Willem, I think we will have a quiz, right?
Yes, we'll do a quiz now. So the quiz is, yeah, that is, the quiz is a Kahoot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe we should launch the Kahoot.
Yes, let's go on to Kahoot. So our participants, you go ahead, Willem.
Yeah, so so we'll do this. I'll do the first question, then Hoi Yan does the second question. We'll iterate this. We have great prize to be won: a T-shirt of Born Globals for the one that answers most of the questions correctly at the quickest time. Because with Born Globals, it's all about speed. All right, the first question.
Yes, and I think before I read in the chat box that there were some sound issue. So it was actually a sound effect that we put on our presentation to make our quiz become more interesting. So now you have 30 seconds to rewind all of the things that you have heard before in Willem's introduction to our seminar, and then we will move on with the quiz. It's really, really difficult. So buckle up and be ready for that. So to play for the game, you need your smartphone, and maybe your computer is good as well, but I recommend smartphone, so it's easier for you to play. And also, after playing the game, please don't turn off your screen. If you happen to be the winner, please take a screenshot of your smartphone or your computer and send it to us after you become the winner, and we will send a special T-shirt to you. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, classic mode.
Yeah. Classic mode, and that's the pin. Yeah, Louisa, here's the pin number.
Okay, please go on kahoot.it and enter 4342943.
Okay, really good. Yes. Oh, it's populating quickly here. Wendy, Sophie, Delmar, Stefan, hi. Hazi. Good, good. All right.
It's getting crowded.
It's getting crowded, yes.
Oh my God, this is a tough competition.
Oh, Eduardo has a bit of problem entering. Oh.
Okay, 30 more seconds and we will start the game.
Okay. Yeah, we already have close to 60 people in. Very good.
Okay, so when we reach the benchmark of 70 people, let's start the game.
Okay.
Three more.
Be quick.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So, nice. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, are you ready? Start.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. What does Wisely Academy at Fulbright University stand for?
Is it Young Southwest Asian Leaders Ideas? Or Young South African Leaders Ideas? Or Young South African Leaders Initiative? Or
The Young South African Leaders Initiative. Yeah, very good.
yes, so the answer is Wisely means Young Southeast Asian Leaders Initiative.
Okay, yeah, this was a warm-up question. Let's see. Who was the quickest to answer this?
Okay, let's see the springboard.
Because the quicker you answer, the more points you get.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, you go back. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's one already. Okay. So what will you learn in the seminar? Is it global leadership, network strategy, business model design, or all of the above?
All right. That was quick. Yeah, large group, correct.
Yes, so Willem, could you please tell us one more time about what we will learn in the seminar?
Yeah, so the curriculum is focused on understanding and practicing the capabilities that make Born Globals unique. And so they have unique internal capabilities to overcome external barriers of for instance, boundaries of country boundaries. So that is global leadership, that's business model innovation, that is creating a model that is applicable across countries, and how to make small adaptations to different markets and create networks. So relationship building. Those are the three capabilities that we will focus on. So it's all of the above.
That sounds super exciting. Okay, guys, so if you are ready to get on board with our seminar, let's go next to see if you can answer the next question correctly. Oh, and the springboard.
Yeah, now it works. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Springboard.
Okay, so AI
is there, yes.
Is leading the scoreboard.
Yeah, together with Hazi. Same score. What is the structure of the seminar? Yeah. Is it 15 online engagement sessions in 2 weeks? Is it 2 engagement sessions before and a week in Ho Chi Minh City? Or is it just 1 week in person? Yes, wildly correct. Okay, it is all about speed. Who was the quickest with this?
Okay, and before we move on to the scoreboard, As you all can see before, there was a picture of a very beautiful scenery. It is Ho Chi Minh City. So if you are chosen to be our fellow, you will be here with us for a week in that very beautiful place. So do apply. Next question. Oh, scoreboard.
A scoreboard, yeah.
Who's winning?
Hazi is still holding the lead.
Up next
But
is
Ruby and Arhold are moving in. That's good.
okay. Next question. Who will you meet in our seminar? Are they like-minded young professionals?
Yeah.
Industry experts?
Yeah.
Roland Smith? Well-known lecturers?
Yeah.
Mariano? Or all of the above?
I think so. Okay, good. Well, good knowledge retention here. Fantastic. Who is fastest? It's all about speed.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. Hazi did it again.
Hazi is still leading.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question.
Okay, the one but last. Is a college degree a requirement? We often get this question.
Yes. Like 300 email about this question.
Is it a requirement for our applications? True or false? And yes, it is false. Good.
Yes, you do not need a college degree to apply for a seminar.
And why is that, Ewan?
Because we value diversity. And moreover, we value your ideas and innovations. And we think there's no scale or calculation for that.
Yeah.
Please feel confident and apply for our seminar, regardless of your degrees. Okay, so I think we are moving on to the last question.
Yes,
and the winner of today's quiz. So before that, let's see the scoreboard.
Okay, good.
And AI, Sophie, Harold, Ruby.
It's very close, huh? It's very close. Ooh.
Okay, so I will press the button and we will see the last question.
Right.
It's the most difficult one. Ooh.
Once selected, what do fellows need to pay to join our seminars? A fortune? Only the flight ticket? Or no, we'll pay the flight ticket, but then you have to pay the room? Or nothing? Because our fellows are fully funded by the US Department of State. Good.
Yes. Yes, and the correct answer is that once selected, you will not need to pay anything to join our seminar. You will be fully funded by the US Department of State to join our online engagement sections and travel to Ho Chi Minh City and be with us for a week.
Yep.
Okay, now this is the moment of destiny.
Oh, yoy.
Okay.
Who wins the t-shirt?
Boom.
Okay, there we go.
Third place is Sophie.
Number 3. Yes, Sophie, congratulations. So close. Hey, and Hazi. Congratulations, really good. Wow. So close altogether.
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations. Wow. Well done. Yeah, so Hazi, take a screenshot of on your mobile, send it to us, and then we'll make sure you get the t-shirt sent to you.
Yes, and now we will move on to our Q&A section. So to
Yeah.
spare our participants 10 seconds to think of their questions, I want to show our t-shirt design, which we will send to our winner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so this is our official Born Global's t-shirt.
Neat.
So Hazi, please send us the screenshot of your score, your name and address to our email wisely@fulbright.edu.vn, and we will ship the t-shirts to you so you can wear every day.
Do people that think of the questions also get a t-shirt? No? Oh, yeah.
I will answer questions in the quiz. This is too difficult. Okay, so let's move on to our Q&A section. And besides Hazi, if you want to get the t-shirt, I know another way for you to get it. Do you know what it is, Willem? The other way for you to get the t-shirt is to apply and be selected at our fellows. And this is just the start of our fun in the seminar. Okay. Willem, we have a question here. Willem, you're unmute.
Mute, yeah. Okay, yeah, so I see the question of the anonymous attendee. The first one is, can I still apply if my interest is more learning what the seminar I can teach rather than making a startup? That is a very good question. And the answer is yes. Because the team consists of people that have ideas and people that execute and shape ideas. So we have always the teams combined with different interests and different capabilities. So yes, do apply when you want to have a taste of that startup culture and learn what it is like to actually start a business across countries. All right. So I can, how do we do this? And I go to the next one?
Yes, please go on to the next one,
Yeah.
of
Right.
AI.
Okay.
Okay, the next
It's,
question.
Alvona, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Alvona, do you need a business background to be selected? No, absolutely not. No. We want diversity in the whole group and diversity in the teams. Then is there any VCs involved in the program? Yes, well, on 2 levels. They will be part of a panel in the evenings that will host, and they will share particularly what they look at when pitching. And then the second part is that they will be in the part of the pitching session to judge the creations, the prototypes that you have made of a startup. Yep. So the next one is from Hazira Ahmed. So okay, if so even if I am 23, can I still apply? But I will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. I don't think that is possible, is it?
Yes, we do have a very strict regulations on the age that most of our fellows are from age 25 to 40, because we prioritize young professionals who are working already. However, we do have a case-by-case review, so please do apply.
All right, makes sense. Okay, very good. So yes, case by case. How many participants will get selected?
From 25 to 30 participants will be selected to join our seminar, and you will be one of them.
Oh, that were two similar questions from Satra and the one before. Okay, we move on to Firman. Do you think that if we have a small business, we could be partnered with others? Or do you think the opposite, like thinking they are our rivals? So you'll be working in a team with others that have a business idea, and that idea must be shared among the team. So if you plan to participate to internationalize your own business, chances are that that may not be the case. So don't go with that intention. Go with the intention to learn the skills that you can later apply to in your own business. Yeah. Yuya asked, okay, how many participants will be selected per country? It's about 3, right? 2 to 3.
So we actually don't have the cap or quota for each country. Yes. So your applications will be evaluated on your merits. However, we value the diversity in our seminar. That's why we will have participants from all 11 Southeast Asian countries, but no cap per country.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Then the many participants selected, we did that. And then Berlinda has a question on what is the best product to start e-commerce biz, sir? And for a new beginner entrepreneur. So that product market fit is actually one of the questions we'll learn about in the seminar series. So it is a question that has many different factors, and that we'll explore in detail. And that actually you can learn with us in the series. So Belinda, complete your application, get selected, and learn about the answer with your team. Then Kanha's question, why is the age requirement? Because that is what Ewan said, it's for young professionals. So around 25 people are often with their first or second job, and our focus is very much on young professionals. But as said, if there's been a lot of leadership experience and skills to be shown at an earlier stage, we'll happily, on a case-by-case, select you. Then the other question is, after the seminar, is it possible that we could get an opportunity for funding for our proposal? And I think this is a really good question too. And I think the best one to answer that is our director. And I think he's actually very pleased with a question like this. T.
Yeah, thanks for the question. It's definitely a question we receive a lot and it's dear to our heart. If you in this short amount of time, you and your team come up with a proposal that really blows our mind, then we will do everything in our effort to leverage our network of investors to keep supporting you with funding, but also with business advice for the time after the seminar. And in fact, in our past entrepreneurship seminar, we've had 2 teams actually across different Southeast Asian countries building startups together. And some of them also became really great friends along the way, and they're still growing and going. And that was also through our network that we helped them, continue their work after the seminar is over. The seminar is not meant to bring all of us together, have a good time, and then never look at each other, talk to each other again. We value connection and building a sustainable network with you. And so whether it is you building your business or you wanting to have career advice, you needing some consultancy, we're always open to hear your ideas, your challenges that you're going to share with us going forward. And as William said, we're really fun to be around with. So whenever you're nearby, we welcome you to hit us up and go out with us and have a drink and have a chat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I think we have a lot of questions in our chat box as well. So may I read some of them and then you can answer, William?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ruby asked, I currently already have a business startup running. May I still apply to get more ideas to improve my current business?
Absolutely, please do. Yes, and maybe you can create the excitement among your team members to incorporate that idea in other countries. But I would say don't count on it, right? Because there are also other people coming with their ideas, and as a team, you need to compromise, and probably you'll get better ideas with these unique individuals coming together. So yes, do apply. You'll learn great things also for your existing business. And with that is the point of departure, you should apply. Yeah.
Yes, and we also have a lot of questions about backgrounds. So a lot of people care that if they don't have any background in business or entrepreneurship, shall they apply for it? Then you don't have to have a specific background to join us. Just your ideas and creativity to change the world.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you're a teacher, a nurse, then maybe you have ideas for innovating education or healthcare. That is great connections that you could actually bring to the table. Yep.
Okay, and the next question is from Hazira Ahmad. Do you have any tips for the application or how candidates can make their application strong?
Oh, yes. So try to, so when you write it, talk with your dear ones to rehearse your application, well, rehearse, kind of rewrite and make it as short as you can, because writing short letters is always takes more time, and getting input from people that know you best is really valuable to give the best answers to the questions. Yeah, so take your time and involve friends in your application is my tips.
Okay, thank you. And we have another question from Azam.
Oh, yes.
Should we come up with our project paper first or how to apply for the seminar?
No, you do think about it, but it's not part of the application process.
Yes, and we still have like, let me count, like 25 questions left. What should we do, William? We still have 2 minutes left.
Yes, what do we do? Can we upvote questions? Then we take the most popular 3.
Or our participants can join our next seminar next week. Same time, Friday from 7 to 8. Next week, we will hold another webinar.
Yes, and can we save these questions and then we bring that already into the webinar so we're prepared. We don't need to answer those questions in the Q&A. We'll kind of anticipate and be proactive on that.
Yes, and if you guys are super excited about a seminar and you want to apply already, you can first check the FAQ page in our website, or you can send an email to us at wisely@fulbright.edu.vn. Or you can meet us one more time next Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. GMT +7.
Yes.
So now it's time to wrap it up. Do you have any words to our participants? Willem?
Yes, I have 3 words. Complete that application. And I'll see you soon.
Okay, and other Wesley Academy team members, do you have any words for fellows? 3 words, just like Willem did. Okay, first let's go with Vlad. 3 words to our participants.
Apply, apply, and apply.
Apply. Yeah.
Apply.
Very good.
Okay, next is Yung, our amazing admin assistant. Yung, go ahead.
My 3 words would be good luck, everyone.
Good luck, everyone. Okay, next turn. T, Wesley Academy Director.
You can succeed.
You
Yeah.
can succeed. So touching. Yes, you can succeed.
Great.
Okay. And from my side, goodbye, everyone. Now it's time. It's 8 already. Okay, so let's wrap it up and see you next week. Good luck with your application. You can succeed.
Good luck, everyone. See you. Bye-bye. Good luck, everyone.
Yes, great.